You're listening to The Clevelander, where we're diving into all things innovation and transformation across the region. Each week, we'll take an in-depth look at the biggest business headlines in Greater Cleveland.
This week, we're celebrating some major wins.
There's a lot to unpack, so let's get started. Global recognition, Hollywood spotlights, and a whole lot of hometown pride.
Exciting stuff.
So first up, let's talk about this whole world's best cities thing.
Okay.
Cleveland just landed a spot among giants like Paris, London, and Tokyo.
Wow.
Yeah, and it comes from Resonance Consultancy, and they took a deep look at what makes a city great. But what exactly impressed them?
Well, there were a few things. First, they said Cleveland is where second-tier city cool meets affordability.
Ooh, I like that.
And they highlighted our increasingly diversified universities and colleges, which welcome international students with open arms.
Nice.
Our 40-plus breweries, growing urban wineries, and restaurants like Edwin's that aren't just good restaurants, but they also make a statement in the work that they do.
I mean, seriously, where else can you find a city with such a vibrant cultural scene, world-class healthcare, and housing prices that don't make you want to cry?
That's a good point. Cleveland ranked second globally in terms of housing affordability.
So that means your dollar goes a lot further here than most other major cities.
Yeah. And speaking of world-class healthcare,
Oh, yeah.
the Cleveland Clinic got 26th place on the Global Healthcare System Index.
That's huge.
It is. It measures things like patient outcomes, research, and innovation.
Not just huge for the clinic, but for the whole city. It really shows the quality of life we have here.
For sure.
Okay, so we've got great universities, good food and drinks, affordable housing, top-notch healthcare. But what about the people?
Well, that's where the Cleveland Talent Alliance comes in.
Okay, tell me more.
They're doing some really incredible work to make Cleveland a more diverse and inclusive hub.
And how are they doing that?
Well, they're focusing on attracting and retaining talent from all different backgrounds and then making sure that everybody feels welcome and valued.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
You know, this whole ranking, it really highlights Cleveland's comeback story, doesn't it?
Yeah.
From tired old jokes about our river catching on fire to being named one of the world's best cities. I mean, it's a testament to the resilience and the spirit of this city.
Yeah, absolutely. It shows you what we're capable of.
For sure.
Yeah. And speaking of comebacks, the Man of Steel has returned home.
Yes, the new Superman trailer. I'm still kind of geeking out about that.
Yeah, it was really exciting to have the production here over the summer.
Oh, yeah.
But now to see it all come together is really something else. I mean, all of those iconic Cleveland landmarks on the big screen. Wow.
Terminal Tower, Key Tower, Progressive Field, Public Square, even the Detroit Superior Bridge gets a moment.
And don't forget about the Leader Building. They made that into the Daily Planet, which is just so cool.
And Superman was created here in 1933 by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, just a couple of kids from Glenville. So this whole movie, this whole production feels like one big homecoming for Superman.
Yeah, and beyond just the cool visuals and the history, this production actually had a pretty big impact in Cleveland. You know, they came in with a local budget of about $37 million. And during those 6 weeks here, local businesses saw some pretty big boosts. Nearly 1,300 local jobs were supported. I mean, there's just so much to be excited about with this movie.
Amazing. And I'm sure that once this movie comes out, we'll have people flocking to these Cleveland locations trying to recreate their own Superman moment.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be like a pilgrimage for comic book fans and movie buffs.
It really is like a full circle moment, isn't it?
Oh, for sure.
Cleveland, the city that created Superman, is now featured in his latest movie.
That's amazing.
It's almost poetic.
You know, when you think about it, both of these stories.
The world's best cities ranking.
Yeah, and the Superman connection. They both speak to something deeper about Cleveland's identity.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
So, on one hand, you have this ranking.
Yeah.
This prestigious ranking, placing Cleveland among the best cities in the world. And it really highlights all the progress we've made.
And then you have Superman.
Right, this iconic figure.
Choosing our city.
As his backdrop.
Yeah.
And remember, Superman isn't just randomly in Cleveland for this movie.
Right.
He was created here.
By Clevelanders.
Yeah, it's like this fictional story is mirroring real life. The story of a city reinventing itself, rising up, becoming a force.
Wow, that's powerful.
It is. And the film production chose to showcase Cleveland.
Yeah. It really reinforces this idea of Cleveland stepping into the spotlight.
Absolutely.
It's like they saw the same potential that we see.
Yeah, the same vibrancy that's attracting people from all over.
What do you think the future holds for Cleveland?
I think this is just the beginning. This global recognition, the Superman buzz, I think it's all going to come together to propel Cleveland even further.
I'm excited to see what happens next.
You know, for anyone listening,
Yeah,
if you haven't been to Cleveland lately, you are seriously missing out.
seriously.
Come see for yourself what all the excitement is about.
Come experience the magic of Cleveland.
Grab a craft beer,
Visit our museums.
take a walk along the lakefront.
Maybe even visit a Superman filming location or two.
You never know, you might bump into Superman himself.
That's right. So this has been our final episode of 2024, and we'd just like to wish you all happy holidays and a very happy new year.
It really has been an extraordinary year, and I cannot wait to see what 2025 has in store.
Absolutely. So take care, Cleveland, and in the meantime,
Don't forget to look up. The Clevelander is an unscripted podcast brought to you by the Greater Cleveland Partnership and created using the latest in AI tools. To learn more, visit greatercle.com.